Just ahead on CTV News, it's the first day of school in Prince George's County.
Coming up, a brand new school year, and for students at Andrew Jackson Academy, a revamped library. I'll bring you those details in a few minutes.
Students return to their classroom all over Prince George's County. I'm Byron Scott. Will have that story coming up.
And Senator Angela Alsobrooks speaks at the National Organization of Black Women in Law Enforcement Conference.
This particular organization has provided the training, the mentorship, and the tools that have been necessary to be successful in law enforcement here and across the country.
These stories and more on CTV News, starting now.
Good evening. This is CTV News for August 26th. I'm Jonathan Hunter. Thanks for joining us. Today, thousands of students went back to school as it's the first day back for students in Prince George's County Public Schools. We begin our team coverage with our Michaela Newton at Andrew Jackson Academy in District Heights.
Students are filling into their classrooms, some for the very first time, marking the brand new start of the school year here in Prince George's County. And here at Andrew Jackson Academy, students are getting a revamped library.
Pretty excited. It's my last day of middle school.
I'm very glad to be here. I like this new library. It's a big change.
It's Carly Hollard and Jonathan Randolph's first day of 8th grade. New classes and teachers aren't the only thing they have to get used to.
When I came here, it wasn't the best, but it was something. It was still books. Now it's just changed. It's more of the future, and it's really very amazing.
The nonprofit organization Heart of America, along with Andrew Jackson, worked together to design a new space with bold colors, quotes in multiple languages, and modern books.
Libraries of today are not the libraries of yesterday. They're not quiet spaces that are dark. They're vibrant, they're active, they're discovery zones, they're full of technology. And so that is why you see the infusion of technology here with the 3D printer as well as Chromebooks everywhere.
Andrew Jackson's library is the first library the organization is opening this year, and something Jill Hardy-Heath says is creating systemic change in the county.
Libraries are the heart and soul of any school. I say so goes the library, so goes the school. So with this beautiful facilities, we're expecting our kids to just continue to do great things here.
And students here today tell me that they hope this new school year is filled with success. I'm Michaela Newton for CTV News. I'll toss it over to Byron Scott at Largo High School.
I'm Byron Scott at Largo High School on this, the first day of school. Back on her old stomping grounds, County Executive Aisha Braveboy met with students at Largo High School, the same school she graduated from a handful of years ago.
Many years ago, over 30, I walked through those halls on my first day of school for high school, so this is really a homecoming for me.
Braveboy and other leaders toured Largo High and a handful of other county schools today to give students a boost as they begin the school year.
I'm really just happy to have this moment and also talk on Largo, because Largo is a really great school. So that's really all that's going through my mind at the moment.
We need your kids in school. So
Braveboy's message to students: show up for class on time. The good news, she says, chronic absenteeism is down.
We saw a decrease. When I was state's attorney, I kind of put my foot down and said, look, y'all come to school or go to court, right? And so I think that message was heard by several families here in the county. And the goal, honestly, isn't to prosecute parents. It really is to ensure that every child is meeting their attendance requirements.
I'm super excited just to welcome students and families back and welcome them to what I believe will be a fantastic school year.
This is Principal Albert Lewis's fourth year at Largo High.
Our theme this year is 100% pride, so we're really looking forward to taking our pride in our education programs to the next level.
At the end of the day, it's about student success and creating a path towards their future endeavors.
I'm not sure where I want to go, but I know I want to study biomed for sure. I want to study biomed and a little bit of business management.
In Largo, Byron Scott, CTV News.
And thanks, Michaela and Byron, for that team coverage. More than 160,000 students are heading back to Montgomery County Public Schools with new rules in place. Cell phones must be put away for elementary and middle and schoolers during the day, while high schoolers can use them only at lunch and between classes. There are also major changes to grading. Students must show progress to earn a minimum 50%, and reassessments are now required. Maryland Attorney General Anthony Brown has secured an agreement forcing the Trump administration to release $110 million in frozen federal education funds by October 3rd. The move settles a multi-state lawsuit challenging the administration's abrupt decision to halt funding for key programs just before the school year began. Those funds support after-school learning, teacher prep, and English language learners. Prince George's Fire and EMS tackled a house fire in Brentwood yesterday. This was the scene at the 3700 block of Tilden Street. Flames were coming out of the back porch and windows of the two-story single-family home. At this time, no injuries have been reported, and everyone who lives there has been displaced. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. And an organization dedicated to supporting Black women in law enforcement had a special guest this afternoon. U.S. Senator Angela Alsobrooks spoke at the 40th Annual Training Conference for the National Organization of Black Women in Law Enforcement, Inc. The nonprofit is focused on hiring, training, retention, and promoting Black women in the field of law enforcement. Officials say Black women in the field face many challenges, which makes the work they do so crucial.
I think that mentorship is really important. Finding someone inside the agency or the organization that you're interested in, asking that person to mentor you, to give you the advice and the tools that you need at every stage of it. This is a very challenging field to get into.
I think we still have hurdles to climb about getting promoted, getting equipment that are suitable for females in law enforcement. I think we face the challenge of where we don't have a lot of maybe people or mentors pouring into us to tell us the way to go, maybe to lead us and guide us. And that's why our organization is so important.
For more details on the organization, you can visit the website right there on your screen. A rare showdown between branches of government just hit a wall. A federal judge has thrown out the Trump administration's lawsuit against all Maryland federal judges. This is a first-of-its-kind challenge over immigration cases. Judge Thomas Cullen ruled the administration picked the wrong avenue, saying the executive can't sue the judiciary for exercising judicial power. He also noted the government lacked standing and the judges are immune at issue a court order that pauses deportations for 48 hours to preserve due process. Cullen said if the White House wants to fight the order, it must do so through proper channels like an appeal, an individual case, not by suing the entire bench. The Federal Emergency Management Agency could look vastly different by next year's hurricane season. President Trump says he wants to give more responsibility for natural disaster response and recovery to the states. This comes as Maryland has renewed efforts to get relief funds for Western Maryland communities that were hit hard by flooding this year. State officials now say new estimates of damage have doubled to more than $330 million by the time second application was submitted last week. The President's FEMA Review Council, which is led by Homeland Security Director Kristi Noem and Defense Secretary Pete Hetch, has until November to complete a report detailing its recommendations to the President. And you're watching CTV News. I'm Jonathan Hunter. Still to come, the county's Animal Service Facility and Adoption Center has been working hard to clear the shelters all month. After the break, find out how you can help.
Okay, Dad, look at you.
I look nice, don't I?
I see you.
Adding your own flavor to fashion comes with age.
Oh, man, that's the best one yet.
Forgetting how to add doesn't. Finding it difficult to work with numbers may be a sign of Alzheimer's.
Dad, are you okay?
An early diagnosis can help improve the quality of life for your loved one.
High school.
Hey, Dad. Do you want to talk about what happened earlier?
Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's. Some things come with age, some others don't.
Love is a lesson that doesn't end. It knows no conditions, so you better buckle in. Love keeps you on your toes. It never stops, only grows. Love isn't easy, it's a commitment, especially when they're being their most resistant. Love is finding the right seat so you can take a breath. But remember, love isn't lax, it always double checks. Check that your kids are in the right seat at nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation, innovating to prepare students for our fast-changing world. They're skilled experts, discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, leading by example. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org.
Welcome back. The CDC has confirmed one person in Maryland has been diagnosed with a parasite called New World screwworm. It is a blue-green blowfly that lays eggs in open wounds and body openings. It's usually found in South America and the Caribbean. State health officials say the individual got the parasite after coming back from a trip to El Salvador, a country already under a current outbreak. As of now, the person has recovered, and investigators found no transmission to any other person or animals. The gavel has come down on former Prince George's County judge. The Fourth Circuit Court of Appeals ruled April Ademi-Louis filed too late, tossing her claims against Maryland's judicial disciplinary body and former colleagues. Judges said she missed multiple deadlines and never got an extension. Her case had already been rejected earlier this year, with the court finding the judges she accused of retaliation were immune. A separate suit against a court reporter and some of the same judges remain pending. Ademi-Louis was removed from the bench last year for egregious misconduct, and she says she'll press ahead with that claim. Thousands of people in Maryland are without health coverage. This is because Johns Hopkins and United Healthcare failed to reach a contract agreement by Monday. Nearly 60,000 people in the DMV region are impacted. So, if you have United Healthcare and you use Johns Hopkins facilities, your insurance is considered out of network. This means you may have to pay out of pocket for doctor visits. Some patients in continuing care may still be covered. Patients are asked to contact United Healthcare for more information. There's a critical need for people to adopt animals in Prince George's County. That's because the local animal shelter is experiencing overcrowding. I stopped by the shelter to see the problem firsthand. Valencia Smith came to the Prince George's County Animal Shelter first thing Friday morning with her 3 kids, with the goal of adopting 2 puppies.
I grew up with about 8 dogs, and I actually had a dog previously, but my apartment said we could only have small dogs and up to 2, so I made a possibly get 2 dogs if available.
Shelter officials say they need more people like Smith. The shelter has been running over capacity for more than a year. There are around 200 dogs and 130 cats in the facility.
With the dogs, the biggest number we've seen so far is about 236 were in the facility in one day. We have 170 kennels. So as my daughter likes to say, the math ain't mathin'.
David Fisher is the chief and administrator for the Animal Services Division in Prince George's County. He says they have an open admission policy, which means they can't say no to stray animals. That is one of the main reasons why they are seeing a rise in their numbers. Fisher says the good thing is they have a variety of animals for you to choose from.
It's a rotating group that's in here. We could have a day where we had 20 plus chickens that are coming in. Now we need to place chickens. We had a peacock come in the other day. We had to place a peacock, right? So we really do have everything that's coming in here to the facility.
At the shelter, they have an adoption room where you can get a feel for what animal you may be interested in adopting. Fisher says their goal is to try to make the process as simple as possible.
We're going to help match you up with that perfect animal that's going to be the best fit for you and the lifestyle that you have, but it can really bring a lot of enrichment to you and your family.
And if you're interested in adopting an animal, you are encouraged to stop by the shelter. No more guesswork at the MVA. A new tool is making trips to the branches faster and easier. The Maryland Motor Vehicle Administration has a real-time data dashboard giving customers live wait times, average visit lengths, and what services each branch offers. The platform also shows locations, hours, and 30 days of historical data, helping drivers pick the best time to go. The MVA says statewide waits have held at just 5 minutes on average for 2 years, and this dashboard is helping to keep it that way.
They can also see other available services. One of the things that MVA has done in furtherance of our mission of premier customer service is to provide additional services at branch offices like birth certificates and death certificates. Department of Natural Resources is co-located with us, Veterans Affairs at certain branch offices. And so by going into the dashboard, you can see if those additional services might be at the branch as well, allowing you to complete 2 transactions. We like to call it our one-stop shop approach to be more convenient again for Maryland residents. We know everybody's really busy. Time is precious. And so we want to be able to make things accessible and convenient for everyone.
And to access the dashboard, visit nva.maryland.gov and click on Data Dashboard. The agency says more features are coming and reminds customers it's still appointment only. That offshore wind farm project slated for Ocean City is one step closer to not happening. Yesterday, the Trump administration said it plans to revoke a key federal permit that had been issued by the Biden administration for construction of 121 wind turbines more than 10 miles offshore. The Bureau of Ocean Energy Management said the farm could power 718,000 homes. The proposal to rescind the permit was filed jointly by Ocean City, which said the wind farm would harm tourism. The project developer vows to fight the Trump administration's actions. A new twist in federal hiring and is stirring debate. The Office of Personnel Management says federal job applicants will now see new essay questions on many applications. The questions ask how candidates would advance Trump administration policies and executive orders. Agencies are mandated to include them, but OPM says answering is optional and skipping them won't disqualify an applicant. Still, responses will be reviewed before final job offers, even as a hiring freeze remains in place until October 15th. The questions are part of the administration's merit hiring plan, a strategy to speed up hiring and focus on what it calls patriotic Americans. And still to come on CTV News, football season is here, and both Terps and Commanders fans have some exciting new upgrades in the works. Find out how both teams are enhancing the in-person experience after the break.
We are women first, but women with disabilities last.
During a military exercise, we crashed and I broke my neck.
When I was in the Air Force, an accident changed my life. I couldn't have imagined the injustices I would face.
Every day, women like me go to the doctor for annual checkups for conditions like breast cancer. Early detection saved my life. But women with disabilities face a cruel reality: inaccessible medical facilities and equipment.
In the 25 years since my injury, I have not seen a gynecologist. There's not one accessible OBGYN in my community.
I found lumps in my breast. I went to a doctor's office I was told was accessible, but when I got there, I couldn't get through the front door.
I don't know where I'd be today without access to testing. Our veterans deserve better. Help PVA fight for access at pva.org.
If words were enough, I would help you bear your burden. I would watch each child of yours grow strong and true. Teach them to read and to write and to sing, so that their voices be forgotten nevermore. If words were enough, I would sate your hunger, and you would know you are my sister, my brother, my child. If words were enough.
It's so hard to predict a sick kid who just keep getting sicker, but we needed to be together as a family. My family is my entire life. My family means the world to me.
When we're together and we have support from Ronald McDonald House, we can be a little stronger. They provide food and a place to rest your head, and they will help you through every step. That's what gets you through every day when you don't know how else you're going to make it.
It makes you feel like you're not alone.
Welcome back. Goodwill Industries of the Chesapeake has announced its newest store and donation center will be opening in Laurel next Thursday, September 4th. The new location is expected to bring 25 new jobs and aims to be a hub for sustainability, economic opportunity, and community reinvestment. The company says at 22,000 square feet, the establishment will be Goodwill's largest regional store. There are currently 19 Goodwill locations in Maryland. A new professional golf tour is putting Black women in the spotlight. Sapphire Golf Tour launched this week and was created exclusively for Black professional female golfers. The tour kicked off Monday at the Country Club at Woodmore with a charity golf classic. That's where CTV News met Montgomery County native Ferris Smith. The teenager picked up a pair of clubs for the first time during the pandemic and soon fell in love with the sport. Smith says when she travels to tournaments, she's often the only Black girl playing.
Honestly, it makes me feel very special, but it kind of gives me a little bit extra fuel. So the fact that I'm the only one is something that drives me, and just being the kind of unicorn, especially even at my school playing in Moco, there aren't a lot of Black girls that play golf, so especially in that part of Maryland. So that unicorn-like kind of thing is what drives me.
And Smith, who is a senior at Bethesda Chevy Chase High School, says she has aspirations to play golf in college. Sapphire Golf Tour's official tournament began today. A champion will be crowned tomorrow. The University of Maryland is making several game day enhancements ahead of the new football season. Fans who come to CQ Stadium will have more space. The new seating will be 20% wider compared to last season. There will also be self-service grab-and-go concessions in sections 3 and 21. The themed game days will continue in 2025, including the Sundown Showdown on September 5th. This is a country-themed Friday night under the lights where fans will get free glow sticks. And Northwest Stadium has some exciting new options for fans to indulge in this upcoming football season. The organization has teamed up with local vendors to offer a unique fan experience. Locals can expect some familiar eats like DMV crab rolls and district taco. One of the new items include a Commander's Custom like a W logo pretzel and a double patty smash burger with fries. That sounds good. The Commander season kicks off at home against the New York Giants on September 7th. And don't go anywhere. Simon Buggs is here with our Tuesday sports page.
Don't go anywhere, guys, because I have some exciting news from the gridiron coming your way after the break. Stay tuned.
I don't know why you're so sad. You've got a roof over your head.
Bro, you gotta stop with that depression stuff.
Escúchame, en esta casa los hombres no lloran.
You alright?
It just feels like it's coming from everywhere.
Do you want to talk about it?
Thanks for hearing me out, bro. Appreciate it.
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad. Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
It's cancer.
My opponent is completely disregarding almost half of my arguments which I responded to.
Communities must step up
Laws
and
alone
protest
cannot
against this
stop a
normalizing.
bully.
Well, I completely disagree.
Point of inquiry, do you guys even realize that the #1 killer of children and teens are gun injuries?
You're probably starting to realize now, this is not a debate.
There is no adult in this earth that wants children to die.
I worry for my kids.
Okay, sports fans, we begin today's sports page with some high school football news, as Steve Rapp has been with the Wise football program for years. And from the time he was an assistant under previous head coach DeLon Parrish to his current title as the head coach of the Pumas, he has had an impact on so many players both on and off the field. I talked to running back Cameron Parker, linebacker Dante Gale, and QB Eric Wedge recently about the effect Coach Rapp had on them, and here's what they had to say.
Coach Rapp is a good guy. He's real, like, cutthroat. Like, he's not going to sugarcoat it for you or anything. He's going to tell you how it is for real. And so that makes you better as a person, because when you get out in real life, that helps you, because nobody's going to just hand things to you. You got to work for everything that you want to earn. So he puts us in the right position to be able to do that for us.
He's had a significant impact on my life. Like, he's one of the best coaches I've ever had, because this is my third year here, so I transferred in my 9th grade year, and the coaches there they're not the same as Coach Rapp. Like, he's changed my life in such a great way, making me a better man, helping me out even outside of the football aspect, making sure I'm prepared to be in the next level, because I know football is not going to always work out.
It's great being coached by Coach Rapp. He's not going to just coach me to be an athlete. He's going to coach me to be a man outside of the football also. So, yeah, and then he's my second QB coach too. So whenever Q don't see something, Coach Rapp going to step in and he's going to help me out on it.
Wise will open up the 2025 season against Kings Fork on September 5th. Meanwhile, we are not only 4 days away from the start of the Terps football season, but we're also 4 days away from head coach Mike Loxley's 7th season at the helm of the team. Throughout his 7 years, the DC native has seen the ups and downs this program has gone through. And as the first game of the year approaches, Loxley still has that same excitement to begin another season as he's had in the past.
I still pinch myself. This is still the place when I walked in, Coldfield House, as it was called before we named it the Jones Hill House facility. The excitement, the energy. I mean, I keep telling you, I grew up on this campus. And so for some people, it's a pit stop. For me, I've been here 17 years. All right, 17 seasons. Think about being a coach in this profession. Now, 3 different stints, but 17 years. So every day I recognize it's a tremendous blessing to, as I like to say, you don't hope your way from Ballou High School to being the head coach of the University of Maryland. So very few things, like I said, my give a crap gauge, I'll keep it PG-13, is on E. I love this job. I love what I'm doing.
Loxley and company will begin the season against Florida Atlantic on Saturday at noon. And in Major League news, the Baltimore Orioles dropped their first game of their series against the Boston Red Sox last night, losing 4-3. The Birds will try to redeem themselves when the two teams face off again tonight at 6:35. And finally, the Washington Nationals lost their game last night as well, this time to the New York Yankees 10-5. Washington and New York will take the diamond again tonight at 7:05. And that wraps up your Tuesday sports page. Simon Bugs, CTV Sports.
Thanks, Simon. Let's get a look at our 3-day weather forecast. Tonight will be partly cloudy out. Tomorrow we get a sunny day. It will be 78 degrees. Thursday, it'll be partly sunny with a high of 80 and a low of 62. Friday, it's going to be mostly sunny with a high of 78 to kick off the weekend. And for our community calendar, this weekend, the Colonial Classic Horse Show will be at the Prince George's Equestrian Center. This 3-day event takes place from 7:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. each night and is free for spectators. For more information about the Colonial Classic Horse Show, you can contact 610-836-2951. And that wraps up CTV News for now. Thanks for joining us. We're going to see you again tomorrow. Have a great night, everyone.